what is the angle for the maximum range for projectile motion? It's not necessarily 45 degrees. It could be something different. So I have the problem where you launch a ball off of a cliff or a table or whatever, and the maximum range angle is not 45 degrees. So I want to make a graph of the maximum range as a function of angle for a particular situation. We're going to do that in Python, but let's talk about what's going on here. So if you take your ball and you launch it at some angle, at some height above the ground, well, our kinematic equations look like this. So I'm not doing all the projectile motion, we're focusing on Python here. But remember that in the x direction, we have constant velocity, zero acceleration. In the y direction, we have an acceleration of negative 9.8 meters per second, negative g. So in the x motion, we have this. X is x0 plus vx0t. And then in the y, there's no acceleration. In the y direction, we have y is y0 plus vy0t minus 1/2 g t squared. Now, how do we find vx0 and vy0? Well, if the ball's launched at a velocity v0 with an angle theta, then vx0 is v0 cosine theta, vy0 is v0 sine theta. So let's say that I launch it from initial height of h, so this is going to be h, initial x position of 0, because we're putting our x-axis right here, and at some angle theta. So I can take this equation, it's going to end up with the final y positions down here at 0. So this equation looks like this. 0 equals h plus v0 sine theta t minus 1/2 g t squared. And we need to solve this for time and then plug it up here to get the range. So this is a quadratic equation where I have this is my a term, this is b, and this is c. So t is going to be negative b. You're like, hey, we didn't think you ever needed to know the quadratic equation, but you do. Okay, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now, we get 2 times, right? Because if you think back here, we're trying to find what time does this get to y equals 0? Well, it's over here and back here in negative time. So we don't want the negative time, okay? So we're actually going to go with the negative here. And that's going to give us the positive time. Because remember, a is negative g over 2. So this is a negative number. So if I have negative b minus this whole thing divided by a negative number, I get a positive time. Okay, so I'm not even going to calculate the positive. I'm just going to go with the negative. So that's what we need to do. We're going to calculate the time using the quadratic equation, use that up here to find x, and that'll give us our range. And then we can change the values of v0. We can change the values of theta. We can change the values of h and see what happens. Let's just make a graph, first of all, this one, of range as a function of angle. Okay, so I'm going to say h is 1 meter, v0 is 3 meters per second, and then we'll find range as a function of theta. So we'll change our theta values. Python time. My cable's a little messed up. Okay, so let's switch over here to Python. So I'm using VPython. We're going to do some stuff with like graphing and things like that. Hopefully you remember how to graph. Move this computer around a little bit. So let's just get to it. So I'll give you the code later. I am going to make a graph, right? So let's make a graph. G1 equals graph. X title is going to be equal to theta, and I'm going to use it in degrees. I'm going to put that there just so we know. And if you can't remember how to make a graph in Python, VPython, let me know. I have a video somewhere, okay? Y title is going to be equal to, range. So let's just call this x in meters. That's good. Now, the default setting for the graph are too big, so I can go with width equals 400, height equals 200 pixels, and that makes it a little bit easier to see. Now we're going to make a graph, f1 equals g curve, to plot the function that we're going to plot, and I like the color blue the best. Color equals color dot blue. There we go. Okay, so let's just go ahead and define some things that we're going to need. G equals 9.8, h equals 1, v0 equals 3. Okay, So now I'm going to make a function that I give it my velocity, I give it my height, I give it my angle, and it tells me how far it went. So let's make a function in Python. So we're going to call this prange for projectile range. I can't use range because there is a range in Python already, so I can't do that. Prange. So what am I going to pass to my function? I want to give it the velocity. I'm going to call it v0t. I'm going to add the t for temporary, right? I am using a different name for the variable inside the function just so that things don't get confused. I'm never really good at that, so I just let it go with that. My height, I'm going to call it ht. And my theta, what should I call that? How about theta t? And then you put a colon there. So everything that's indented below this will be part of that function. So what I'm going to do is to calculate my a, b, and c term and calculate the time. So let's calculate. Yeah, let's do that. So a is going to be negative g over 2. B is going to be equal to v0t. I want to pass theta in degrees, so I think there is a degree function in the cosines, but I never remember what it was. So v0t times, sine theta. So sine theta t times pi over 180. So I'm converting it back to radians because it expects it in radians. And then c is going to be equal to h. So t is, now I'm just plugging in the quadratic equation. It's negative b minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all of that divided by 2 times a. I just like to make these secondary variables a, b, and c because in my mind it's permanently quadratic equation is b squared negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Done. Okay. So now I can calculate the range. I'll call it xt. It's just going to be v0t times cosine theta t times pi over 180 times t. And that's what I want to return. So return xt. So let's just test this out. So print prange, my function. I'm going to give it the velocity v0. I'm going to get the height h. And let's say theta equals 30. I'm just picking a thing. Let's just see if it works. And it didn't. Cannot read property of times in line 11. Line v0 times sine theta negative g divided by 2 v0t sine theta t times pi over 180. What can it not read? I got the g, that is a global variable. v0t, v0 h. Oh, I put theta equals. Should put 30. That was weird. There. Okay, 1.63 meters seems reasonable. Don't know for sure. But what I want to do now is to do the same thing for different angles. So let's make a graph. So now that we have our function, we think it's working. Let's make a graph. So I'm going to say theta equals 0, d theta equals 0.1. I'm going to keep changing my angle theta and plotting the range, and we're going to make the whole thing work. So while theta is less than 90, because remember I am using theta in degrees. So while it's less than that, I can do this all in one fell swoop. Watch this. f1.plot. I want to plot on the horizontal axis theta, and on the vertical axis I'm going to plot prange of v0 h theta. Spell it correctly. And then now if I don't increase the value of theta, bad things will happen. So theta equals theta plus d theta, and that should work. There we go. Okay, so this, what's my max range? It's not 45 degrees. It's right here at 30.2. 30.2 degrees is my maximum range. Let's just check, right? Let's just check. I know the maximum range if h is 0. Let's just put h at 0. Just to check, right? So now, there you go. 47.44.45, somewhere around there. Okay, my steps aren't completely small. What if I wanted to make find the maximum angle. Let's make this more complicated. The angle for the maximum range. I want to make a function for the angle that gives you the maximum range. Okay, so I want to do the same thing, but I just want that one angle. I don't want to plot the whole graph. I want to plot what's the maximum angle as a function of height. That's what I want to do, right? So at the height of 0, I know the answer is 45, but as I increase the height, what happens? So let's try that out. Okay, we need to make a new function here. So let's just comment out all this stuff. There's another way to comment, and I'll comment out all this stuff. So let's put this comment out that stuff. I don't want that function. I don't want to look at it. It's just there. Okay. So I'm going to make a new function called def m theta. I don't know why I'm calling it that. So I want to pass to it my velocity and my height, right? And then I want to find the angle that gives me the maximum range. So v0t ht. So I want both those. Now, with that said, I need to do the same thing, right? So I'm going to need to do the same thing right here. I need to do all this. And I need to dedent that. Now, what I also need to do is to do this max range. I need to do that a whole bunch of times to find the max range. So let's do this. I'm going to say m theta. Let's just say theta, right? It doesn't matter. Theta t. Theta t equals 0. M range equals 0. So what I'm going to do is to run this and see if it's greater than the maximum range for different angles. And if it is, I'm going to have a loop inside of a loop. I'm going to have a function inside of a function, really, but I'm going to do a loop. And then I need to do theta t. I got that. Let's see, max theta, let's call it. And then d theta is 0.1. Again, that's the same thing we had before. Okay, so now we're going to do that same loop that we had. So I'm going to say while theta t is less than 90. And I get reset every time I call the function. So I want to do all this stuff, just like I did before. Okay, so now I have my max range. No, every time I run this, I calculate the range. What I want to do is to check, is that xt greater than my max range, which I start off at 0. So if xt is greater than m range, and if that's the case, I want to set the maximum range to xt. So m range equals xt. And I want to record that angle. So that's going to be called max theta equals theta t. If not, just keep on going. Okay. Then I do need to upgrade my theta. T equals theta t plus d theta. Whew, I think that should work. Let me just double check. I got that. Yep. And then I'm going to return max theta. So let's just try this. Let's just try our new function with the print. Print, what did I call this? M theta v0 ht. I already saw that it was like 30 degrees, right? So it should give me 30 degrees here. I'm kind of scared. HT is not defined line near line 34. 34. Oh, H. That's simple. 45. Oh, I have H at 0. So let's put that back at 1. Okay, 30. That's what it works. Now we can make a plot of maximum range as a function of height. So let's do that. So I'm going to change this. It's going to be called a max angle. I'll call it max angle. Max theta. And this is going to be H. So let's go down here and make a loop. I don't want to do that. H equals 0. dh equals 0.01, I don't know. And then let's do a while h is less than, I want to go up to 3 meters just for fun. And then I can do this in one fell swoop. f1.plot h, and then, what did I just call this? M theta. m theta, and I'm going to pass to it v0 and h. And then I'm going to increase my value of h equals h plus dh. Got it. Okay. Now, I started at h is 0, so I know what the maximum range should be, my max angle. Yep. So at h equals 0, then the range is 45. And then as I get higher and higher and higher, my angle gets lower. That's exactly what I wanted. And there you go. Now, if you want, I'm not going to do this. I'll give you the link to this code down below. If you want, you could do something similar for the velocity. Let's just do this actually one thing. Let's do this exact same thing. I want to do one thing. So let's call this label equals 3, f2 equals g curve, color equals color dot red, label equals 5. So let's repeat the experiment over here. I'm going to redo this whole thing. But now I'm going to give this a velocity of 5. And I need to reset, and this is going to be f2. So I'm going to have 2 curves on there. Let's just see what the difference in range is going to be when we change the initial velocity. So we have like a 2-variable problem here. So they both agree at 0 height, they have a maximum range at 45, but this one doesn't decrease as fast, right? Because if you're launching at a faster speed, that height doesn't really matter. It's really the velocity per height that would be the interesting thing to look at. But now we can play around with it and do a whole bunch of cool stuff. It's a good practice creating functions in Python. And again, I'll give you this code down below. That's it. Talk to you later. Bye.